What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is the JR Wisdom channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all of the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it today. Got an email from someone asking me, what do you do when your girl or your woman says that she's confused, she needs space, it's too much going on, her life is like a whirlwind, things like that, and she doesn't know what to do, things like that. This is a classic one, obviously. A lot of you watching this, you know it all too well what's going on, but for this gentleman, he just obviously thinks that it's basically not him, it's her. But unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to say 10 times out of 10, we're just going to say 9 times out of 10, it's you. Things may have been going, peachy, as they say. You guys have been not even dating, but, just communicating, everything's lovey-dovey. So on, it's not lovey-dovey, but you've been keeping it cool, keeping it calm, not pursuing too hard. Then all of a sudden, things start switching up a little bit and she starts backing off. You can tell, you can feel it. And guys act like they don't know, but you can tell when a woman starts backing off. Like early on, you can feel it. It's like a switch overnight. And the thing is, you may have said something wrong to turn her off. And early on, if you mess up early on, it's kind of easy for her to make her departure as opposed to later on in the relationship after she may have developed an attachment or, even fallen in love. But you, 9 times out of 10, like I said, you over pursued and you said something and you came off as weak in a moment. It could even have been in a moment, something as simple as that. Sex may have been good, all this stuff is incredible, but at the same time, you have to realize that just because you feel like there's some exclusivity between you two, there's other guys that she may be talking to as well. Could be an ex in the back waiting, or not waiting, she could be waiting in a holding pattern for this ex. And basically she's just communicating with both of you or maybe multiple guys, and little do you know, she may have let one thing slide. You showed weakness. You over pursued, double text, keep calling more often than not. And you're not allowing her to be free. You're not allowing her to do her thing. And you're making her feel like she's losing her freedom. No woman, when she's dating, wants to feel like, or when she's talking to a guy, wants to feel like she's losing her freedom. Or you're coming on too strong, talking about being in a relationship, talking about, regardless of what they say, they want to talk about marriage on first dates and things like that, or you're already talking about kids and, weddings and bliss and vacations and all this stuff. Man, you're coming on too strong unless you're dealing with that type of, woman who likes that. I mean, in terms of, taking trips and all this stuff like that and spending money, unless you're dealing with that type of woman, which I'm assuming you're not asking that question because you're not dealing with, because of this type of woman you're not dealing with. You think you're dealing with a woman that you really want to be with. That's why you're asking this question. You are, with these actions that I just said, you are communicating to her neediness, that you really don't have much going on. A lot of times you guys, you play your cards all at once. Like you show her your entire hand all up front. And there's no more mystery to you. You have nothing going on. And a woman definitely doesn't want to feel like you don't have anything else going on. And this is where this whole purpose and masculine frame comes in, but it's true. She definitely doesn't want to feel like she's the only thing that you have going on in life. And it's like, this guy, he can't get no other women, or, is this like, we just met and he's already head over heels. And even when you are in a relationship later on, it's the same thing. Some women are needy, some women aren't. And even the ones who are needy, The reason why she's so drawn to you is because you're not providing that need to her. So that's why she keeps chasing you. They don't understand it. And maybe some dudes do. But you can't spoil a woman in that aspect or give her too much attention, regardless of what it is that she says. Because the guy, every time that a woman really wants to be with, doesn't give her that much attention like that. It's not all over her. You know, women, I was having this conversation yesterday, and it's just not something, I mean, here and there, but it's got to be like a drug. You have to be like a drug to a woman. You can't be just like something she can just have anytime. I know that sounds like some pimp talk, but that's what it is. But when this happens overall, what do you do? How do I get her back, JR? She's saying that she's confused. She needs space. When she says she needs space, give her space. You don't try to pressurize her into talking to you. You don't try to twist her arm and force her into talking to you. Now you're coming off as, she may be fearful, stalkerish type stuff, or you may come off as an abusive guy because you're trying to force her into an interaction that she doesn't really want. And all that does is just push a woman further away. So you just give her space and you remove your attention altogether. And sometimes that's the quickest way to get a woman's attention. And if it doesn't, hey, you'll find another one at the end of the day. A lot of you guys that ask these questions a lot of times have a scarcity mindset, especially when you don't have much invested in this woman. Other than a few phone calls, a few beers and drinks, maybe a dinner or two, maybe some wine. All these things you can get back, except for the time. Anything lost can be found again except for time wasted, that whole thing. So it's just that simple. As much as you feel that she's not texting back, she's not picking up the phone, somebody's out doing her dirty in the worst way tonight. You know what I'm saying? And you laying next to, an empty space in bed, or you're out at a bar, checking her on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and all these other things to see when she's online, and she's out having the time of her life with somebody else or some other company or doing her own thing. So this is a number of things, like I said, that could happen. But then again, it could be a guy that came back into the picture, that Tyrone that she really has an attachment to. And I can't completely say, because sometimes you could be doing all the right things, but the fact that she doesn't have an attachment to you and she has an attachment to this guy, it just happens. Trust me, it happened to me. And I think any guy, unless you learn early on and you have that built up, I think every guy should experience that as a learning lesson to know how to move forward from then on. Because after that, it's just like, it's not going to happen again. Unless you're on some simp stuff. But you can set your watch to it a lot of times on the behavior of a woman when it comes to this attraction stuff. So at the end of the day, even if you do pull back and you give her space and she doesn't come back, oh well. What you're not going to do is you're not going to chase her, blow her phone up, and make her seem like she's some celebrity. She's some idol that you're calling on and she doesn't respond. That's what a lot of you guys do. And because you're missing, especially unless she's providing you with a place to stay or you've been driving her car. The only thing she's really providing you is sex. And you're fearful that you can't get another woman to, provide that same thing. So all I can say is get your mind right, man. That's just how women are. Women are like cats, as I say over and over. They're fickle. You can easily turn a woman off quicker than a man. Women can do several, as I said in other videos. Women can mess up several times. And just like a dog, we men are like dogs. You can beat on a dog, kick him, and he'll come right back to his master or owner. Hate to use those terms. Over and over and over and over and over. A woman's like a cat. She'll go and do her thing, go up to next to, rub up against whoever leg she wants to, and, just let her do her at the end of the day. You can't force these things. You can't force interaction with someone. If somebody doesn't want to talk to you, they don't want to talk to you. You have to understand that. And I want you guys to understand that sooner than later. So that's your best move. That's your next move, and that's your best move. So with that being said, man, I hope this helped you out. If you guys like the video, I invite you or ask you to give it a thumbs up. It helps to promote the video. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all of the notifications for all of my future videos. And if you haven't subscribed to my other 2 channels, make sure you guys check those out. The links are in the description. If you want to book a consultation with yours truly, please click on the link in the description, the Calendly link, to get on my calendar. You know, whatever issue you may have, I can help you out, hopefully. And if you have any topics or any questions or anything like this you'd like me to cover or discuss, shoot me an email. You know, everything's in the description. And if you haven't picked up my book, The Law of Attraction for the Pessimistic Mind, it's now available on Amazon.com in paperback and ebook format. It's a great read for manifestation and controlling your emotions, which is basically what this channel is all about, guys. And go ahead, you should be seeing some videos pop up on the screen related to this topic. Make sure you guys check one of them out. Hope you like it. And with that being said, you know, time has come, time to go. Peace be upon you in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.